Hello all, it's me PrettyTAF, and today I've been testing and recording damage levels for the new Mac 10 in Cold War Zombies. The damage for the Mac 10 is recorded in-game as being 24. I believe this figure is wrong since the lowest damage you can deal to an enemy at wave 1 is 27. So starting off, I played with the Mac 10 all the way from common, which will be the starter weapon, all the way through to legendary without pack punching it to get a baseline of the damage the weapon deals from its tier. At common tier, it deals 29 damage to the body and 81 to the head. So that is your starting damage, the very best the weapon can do without being upgraded any further. In the green tier, or uncommon, it deals 44 damage to the body and 122 to the head. For the rare tier, so blue, it deals 59 to the body and 163 damage to the head. At an epic tier, so purple, it deals 89 damage to the body and 245 damage to the head. And legendary, so orange tier, it deals 118 damage to the body and 326 damage to the head. From this information, we can see that as each tier increases, the damage also increases by a specific margin. The margins for this are, for common level, it's a no % damage change from base because that is the base damage of the weapon. At uncommon or green, it has a 50% damage change from base. For rare, so blue, it has a 100% damage change from base. Epic, so purple, has a 200% damage change from base. And legendary tier, so orange, has a 300% damage change from base. So I went through the entire game numerous times over and over, and I pack punched the Mac 10 each of the 3 times you can do it in line with a single tier. So from here on forwards, I'm going to call pack punching just PAP because it's just so much easier for me to say. So at common level, which is the red, at PAP level 1, it deals 62 damage to the body and 172 damage to the head. At PAP 2, it deals 125 damage to the body and 344 to the head. And at PAP 3, it deals 250 damage to the body and 689 damage to the head. For uncommon tier, so green, at PAP level 1, it deals 94 damage to the body, 258 damage to the head. At PAP 2, it deals 188 damage to the body and 517 damage to the head. And at PAP 3, it deals 376 damage to the body and 1034 damage to the head. For rare tier, at PAP 1, it deals 125 damage to the body, 344 damage to the head. At PAP 2, it is 250 damage to the body and 689 damage to the head. At PAP 3, it is 501 damage to the body and 1379 damage to the head. For epic tier, at PAP 1, it deals 188 damage to the body, 517 to the head. At PAP 2, 376 to the body, 1034 to the head. At PAP 3, 752 damage to the body and 2069 damage to the head. At legendary, at PAP 1 it deals 250 damage to the body, 689 to the head. At PAP 2 it deals 501 damage to the body, 1379 damage to the head. And for the final tier, legendary PAP 3, it deals 1003 damage to the body and 2578 damage to the head. Which means that when you pack punch a weapon at whatever tier, it takes the base damage of that tier and increases it by a margin. For instance, the legendary base Mac 10 with its base damage of 118, when pack punched to level 1, gets an increase of 111%. So the damage it's dealing at the stage of not being pack punched doubles. And then as you pack punch it with each level, the damage doubles. And the damage from base gets a 2.5 times increase for headshot damage, so critical. So you take the base damage, and that means that the critical damage will be 2.5 times that of its base damage. So from level 2, with a base damage of 118, it gets an increase of 325%, and at level 3, with a base damage of 118, it gets an increase of 750%. I hope all of this makes sense, or if it doesn't, maybe it's just interesting to, just to know what the damages are. The pattern of the percentage change carries over across all pack punch levels, so it's more or less a universal scale of how much the damage will increase by, give or take a few percentages for the damage outliers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has basically been how much damage the Mac 10 does when upgraded and pack punched. I thought it would be, just interesting to see how much the damage increases by and how well it did against enemies. I did not test for elite damage because that would have taken just forever, and it's difficult to test for, as would the damage to have the heavy zombies been as well. I hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, then please do leave a like on the video. A lot of effort went into these to help you understand more about the game, and so it would be appreciated. And of course, be sure to sub for further content of this nature in the future. All the damage stats I have mentioned in the video can be found in the pinned comment at the bottom of the screen. Thanks for watching and have a good day.